Hello, good day everyone. So for this exam, our group will choose a topic about the statement consumers is a king. So yeah, from this statement, we have someone who agree or not agree. So it's mean like there is also have a pro and contra in there. So let's check about the videos.
A customer is anyone who demands the provision of a service to meet a certain standard of service quality so that it can have influence on the performance of the service provider. In other words, customers are buyers who do not depend on a product but product that depends on that person. Because this customer is a buyer or a user of a product, then they must be given satisfaction. Consumer or customer will come into direct contact with employees of business product. Because of that, you need to provide training and control employees to always be friendly and polite to customer or consumer, and give the employee direction so they can treat our customer as a king. Friendliness and courtesy to our customer at least can reduce the appearance of complaints from customer. Regardless of however product quality, when your employee come into direct contact with less friendly customer, we can be sure complaints for customer will attack you as the owner of the business. Customer are king. This term is often heard in business industry. Business people are required to able to provide the best service to customer. This service is carried out by being friendly, always smiling, informative, and always be patient in dealing with customers. If they are not served properly, customer will leave the product or service offered and business will suffer losses. There are several points why customers are considered as king. The first one is customer have the right to choose and obtain products or service in accordance with the exchange rate and the promised conditions and guarantee. Second one is customers have the right to obtain the true, clear, and honest information about the conditions and warranty of the product or service that is provided or offered. The third one, have the right to get a treatment and service that are right and honest and not discriminatory.
Hello sir, my name is Audrey Crestella. I will answer number 4, 5, and 6. 4. Consumers have the right to have their opinions and complaints heard regarding the products or service that have been purchased. 5. Consumers are entitled to compensation and or replacement if the product or service received is not in accordance with what it should be. 6. Consumers have the right to comfort, security, and safety in the use of products and service. All business need customers to buy the products and service they offer. The number of products purchased by the customer or the number of service paid by the customer indicates that the product or service offered by the seller is needed by the customer. If customers are satisfied with the product and service purchased, they will then make the product or service purchased by the same person over and over again, or will be used as reference by these people as a good product or service that is able to meet their expectation. It is also possible that people who have been satisfied with this product and service will recommend others to use this product or service to others, so that more people will buy and use the product or service of the business. The more people who buy the product or service, the more profit the business that provides the product or service will get. The more profit, the more money the business providing the product or service will have, so that it will be able to increase the organization capabilities in various ways, including for business development and vice versa. Without customer, the organization will not get anything from the products or service it produces. If the product or service produced by the seller is not purchased by the customer, the business will of course bear the cost of production, so that the longer it takes, the greater the loss for the business. In the end, the business will go bankrupt and close.
Hello, my name is Carly Olivia, and I agree with the statement that customers are king. I will give my opinion about employee responsibility in serving customers. One half human nature is feeling of wanting to be appreciated and respected. That's why an employee must be able to respect and appreciate customers. Customers who feel valued will be motivated to continue the relationship business with you. Appreciation can be realized through good speech and pleasant. Spoken polite language is basically with using language that customers can understand easily and correctly. That attitude of respect must also pay attention to manners and manners in welcoming customers. As we know, when customers complain about less than optimal business services, especially in a business that engaged in the service sector, the quality of service is very taken into account. To avoid the occurrence of complaint from customers, you should always try to improve the quality of service so that it is always maximal. As for how to serve customers with respect, as following: the first, every customer must be served with the best. The second is do not discriminate between customers. Appreciate customers by being polite and friendly. Listening every customer's requests and needs. Use good speech accompanied by a smile. Striving for an attitude of respect for customers to apply consistently means not changing. Accept the presence of customers as they are. You cannot easy to judge good or bad customers' behavior. Then show a sympathetic attitude and a feeling of pleasure in appreciating customers. Next is strive to meet customers' needs. And the last is listen attentively when customers make suggestion or their opinion. For example, in the case of a customers who is complaining, who is having a complaint, then the customer's emotion must be lowered, even eliminated, because it is an emotion that negative, at least for the company. Appease customers by empathizing. Company employees must put yourself and see the situation from customer's position. After that, the next step is solving the customer's problems. This can be the most difficult part because the company policy may not allow you to fulfill the customer's wishes. In this case, patience, negotiation skills, and high persuasion are needed.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Ifalifa. I'm not agree with the statement that customer is a king. Employees are required to multitask. A businessman certainly want to save on expenses, and one of the major expenses is employee costs. Because of that, many business people want to use multitasking employees, where one employee performs more than one responsibility. We all know that multitasking is a condition where you work on several jobs or priorities at once. Even though having the ability to multitask can make you look like a potential employee, on the other hand, there is a danger of multitask that lurks if you do it continuously. First, productivity decrease. Multitasking is considered to be able to speed up the process of working on tasks, but it turns out that is wrong. You know, multitasking can actually reduce employee productivity. In addition, employees also need more time to complete one task when implementing multitasking. In fact, employees are more likely likely to make many mistakes. Second, damaging brain memory. A research showed that employees will be more preoccupied with things that are less important because there is too much information that needs to be managed simultaneously. Multitasking works is one of the methods of work that is considered to reduce intelligence to memory in the brain. Third, vulnerable to stress. Applying the multitasking methods too often plus a fairly heavy workload can trigger stress. You know, if left unchecked, this can trigger burnout syndrome and excessive anxiety. Stress trigger the production of the hormones cortisol, which can cause various conditions such as illness and decreased productivity. Of course, this can also harm the company or businessman. 4. Decreased quality of work. Multitasking can cause difficulty organizing thoughts and managing information without realizing it. The work done simultaneously becomes inefficient and the results are less than optimal. Most employees think that by implementing multitasking, work can be completed faster. But this is not true because every human being can only focus on one doing job. 5. Decreased level of concentration. Multitasking can reduce the level of concentration and focus of employees. Multitasking employees are more difficult to concentrate and easily distracted by things around them. As is known, the brain can only process information effectively for one thing only and cannot simultaneously. For example, writing an email reply. When taking a call, manage multiple social media accounts while doing email marketing tasks, and design a new site while updating another site.
Hello, I'm Nadia, NIM 192000313. In here I will explain about conclusion of consumer or customer are king. In conclusion, customer are people who activities are buying and using a product, both goods and service continuously. Customer who complain are customer who still want to be in touch with our company, still want to be served well by our company. And more importantly, with a customer who complains, the company has been notified that is an error with the company's product. There is an error with the goods. There is an error with a company service. Whether in function, design, or when the product is consumed at that time or sometime later. This means company becomes aware the company is given the opportunity by the customer to correct the error, and the task of the company is to develop a system to handle customer complaints. There are many examples of customer complaints that have been handled well, actually increasing customer loyalty. And conversely, customer complaints that are not handled properly create the disaster for the company, namely losing its customer or decreasing number of customer. Besides that, there's have several impact of multitask to employee as following: productivity decreases, damaging brain memory, vulnerable stress, decreases quality of work, and decreases level of concentration. Thank you.
So yeah, and our conclusion about the topic that customer are king is we have to treat customer like king because business cannot run without customers and customer can dictate how success the product or service that company give. if customer likes our product or service, they will recommend it to other potential customers. So we can get exposure from that in the online or common market. Customer interaction with the product and service determines how useful the product is to the users. So we have to make the customer satisfied with our service and treat them like kings. I think that's all from our groups about the topic. Customer is a king. So yeah, we have a pro and contra also in there. Yeah, it's so exciting to talk about it. I think that's all from this video. If you like this video, you can click link down below for more information or for more videos. And thank you so much and have a great day. Bye bye.